Well, I've known Tom Livesay for a long time, and I can't imagine someone more deserving of the Distinguished Service Award from the American Alliance of Museums.
Tom Livesay is the consummate example of what altruism to the profession really means.
He's a Renaissance guy for museums.
The Award for Distinguished Service to Museums recognizes Thomas Livesay's selfless service to our field. During his 40 years of leadership experience in American museums, Livesay expanded the Museum of New Mexico in Santa Fe, making it the #1 destination for tourism and scholarship in that state. He was a director at the Amarillo Art Museum, the Whatcom Museum, and the museum at Louisiana State University. He helped to mold and inspire a new generation of museum professionals, teaching at the University of New Mexico, Oklahoma University, and Louisiana State University. And he gave back to the industry, serving as chairman of the American Alliance of Museums Accreditation Commission and as an AAM board member, among many other boards and commissions.
Tom has been a valuable counselor guiding not only individual institutions, but our national association through challenging deliberations affecting museum best practice and policy creation.
He was a director of the Museums of New Mexico when I was first hired in 1997. Through the years, he has been a colleague and a mentor and a friend and an advisor, and he has continued that communication throughout this time.
Many years ago, I contacted the late Stephen Weil, another Distinguished Service honoree, seeking a recommendation for a board training advisor. I was establishing a new museum in Mississippi and needed a peer professional to help me in my effort to define the role of our new board. His recommendation was Tom Livesay, who subsequently traveled to Mississippi and provided a thoughtful and challenging retreat for our stakeholders. Since that time, Tom has been a responsive and wise advisor for me and many other museum leaders throughout the nation.
In 2013, he was the Museum Assessment Program, the MAP reviewer for the Art Museum at the National Hispanic Cultural Center. And I can't imagine a more qualified person who was able to take all the complexities of my institution and come up with a document that has helped us in enormous ways, in ways you wouldn't have believed. And I am so grateful to him for that.
A fourth-generation Texan, Livesay even came out of retirement recently to be the executive director of the Briscoe Western Art Museum along the San Antonio Riverwalk.
He is passionate about museums, but I also think it's an innate movement inside of him, very energetically, having his hand in all sorts of different components of the museums, and tirelessly, really.
Most importantly, Tom has proven to be one of our nation's most important truth tellers about museum culture and how we reach broader audiences.
Tom Livesay is probably one of the best accomplished champions of museums in the United States. But I also think he just can't help himself. I think he just loves them.